Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode here in Space Engineers. This is Ragnar, and we are here on this beautiful night to do a little bit more building on our base. And I have been working a bit off screen, as you will see. There it is. Most of what we did was we added some windows and these doors. Beautiful, beautiful doors. I really like these dome windows, but I found myself as I was building them, and I've experienced this annoyance before. You really need to place them in such a way. Let me find my window tab here. Yeah. All right, so see the big red box? The big red box kind of defines where the window needs to be supported, and you can see on the right side there, you can see the rim of the window kind of forming there. So everything that falls within the red box behind it, that's where the window kind of links up. That's where its support needs to be. Now, the issue I have with this is, and this is a little bit easier to see in the daylight, so but bear with me. See how blue this window is on this side? Let's get rid of that. So this window is super blue on that side. And then you can see relatively well through it. Actually, this is a better example. See how clear everything kind of looks there? And then we'll go outside and we'll look at that window. Super, super blue. So they're kind of one-way windows. So you really need to place them oriented correctly so that you can see out of them if that's your desire. Or, you know, if you're building a building like this and you never really intend to go in, but you'd like to see the outside and be able to see in, you could place them the other way. But I would think, for the most part, what you're going to want to be doing is placing these windows such that you can look out of them. Say, for spaceships, for example. Yeah, so really tricky to place. And because of that support box where it is necessary, in order to have the window face the way that I want, it's got to be like this. Which means I had to add these little edges on the outside to get the shape of the window and get it placed as I wanted. But honestly, I'm not all that mad because it adds some nice shape to the base here. And we just, you know, kind of follow that out around here. And adds a little bit more complexity, something a little more interesting to look at. But yeah, so I really just want to kind of work on finishing off this base. I'm getting to the point where I'm ready to move on to other projects, namely a ship that will take us up there. And but I thought I would do something a little bit different today. That is, namely, I do a lot of work off camera. And that kind of leaves you guys in the dark a bit. So I just wanted to share some of that work with you. And maybe go through the creative process with you as well. So we'll take out these guys. Because what I was thinking... Oop, not that guy. What I was thinking was that I really like, on this side, how the window is kind of encapsulated. It's got an edge all the way around it. Makes it a little more shapely. You know, I was thinking real bases have curves, so to speak, right? So that's kind of what we're going with here. So I want to bring this edge out. And I don't necessarily like the way that this pillar links directly up to the ceiling there. It's a little drab and could do with something a little bit different there too. So we'll bring the overhang rather, all the way out. Oh, I hope I didn't hit the door. Yeah, no, that's fine. So we'll bring the overhang out, and let's go to tab 1. Get your building blocks. Change that to black. Obvi. And where are we? There we are. Oh, another thing. They updated this. The way that these blocks move, the orientation, I love what they've done to change this. It makes it so much more intuitive. I can't stress that enough. Like, it was, you know, you could kind of figure out how the block was going to move, and really it depends on your orientation. So, like, for example, I'm hitting the page down key right now. That's the key that I have assigned to spinning this block this way. And you can see that it's rotating on the surface of the roof. So if I fly up and I look down at it more, now it's spinning, and it's relative to my character position, obviously. And but sometimes when, you know, it's obvious when I'm facing directly down at the block that that's what it's going to do. But when you're kind of in the interim area, like facing down at a 45-degree angle, it's difficult sometimes, and it doesn't really do what you expect. But the animation that they added here is fantastic, and it makes such a big difference in terms of giving you kind of an intuitive understanding of what's going on. So that is not the block I want. I want this guy. Yeah. And we need one of these. But yeah, just so much easier to understand. And I'm loving this. So yeah, that'll bring us out. That'll give us a nice edge. Also, I'm way up, way too high here. I am so happy. Kudos to the devs of Space Engineers. I am exceedingly pleased at what they've done here today. Also worth mentioning, I was a little nervous when I heard that this game, Medieval Engineers, rather, had come out. Looks like a cool game and all, but being that they're kind of a small company, I was afraid that they would put a lot of resources into Medieval Engineers and kind of forget about Space Engineers, because, you know, people, you know how it is with game development and selling alpha games. The whole community is kind of like, don't buy alpha games because, you know, blah blah blah, they may never finish it, so on and so forth. Especially, you know, what's the incentive if, you know, only a certain number of people have shown interest in a game? Then it doesn't make a lot of sense to support that game for a long period of time. But they have been following up with this game, which pleases me very much, because I really like this game. It's entertaining, and it satisfies my kind of more free-form interest in engineering. So I am glad that they have been continuing to work on this. Can we get close enough? There we go. Welding, welding, welding. Let's see how this looks. Oop. No, we're not out of steel. We're gonna run out of gas soon, though, so that'll be interesting. But let's see how that looks. Yeah, I like it for the most part. This looks a little, I don't know, maybe this should match. Doesn't look like we have the space to match. Oh wait, it sticks out further. Alright, well, we'll address that at some point. But I'm liking this so far. I do appreciate it. So anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue to work on the rim here, and we'll see if we can get it to a place where we're satisfied, and I will bring you guys back and show you what we've got. Then we're back, guys. So here we are. I've been doing a bit of work around the rim of the base, and I'm really liking how it's turning out. It's got some interesting edges to look at, kind of pops out, and also we've been working a bit on these walls here. But one of the things that I really wanted to bring you back right now, just to see, is the sun is out. It's near noon. But you can see a lot better what I was talking about with the windows being blue tinted from one direction. And see how clearly I can see out the other way? Looks really, really nice. But yeah, I could deal without the tint. if it didn't have to be a part of the game. But it is what it is. Not knocking the game. Still one of my favorite games of all time for sure. But yeah, we're just working away here. Been tinkering with some shapes and whatnot to make this look kind of interesting. We may or may not keep these doors. I don't know. We'll feel it out. If they become kind of a nuisance, then I don't see any reason why we can't just pull them out. This is Earth after all, and we're relatively safe. So, what do we want for a shape here? Let's try. Could go. Let's see what this guy looks like. No, terrible. Terrible is what it looks like. All right, let's block this up for now. Just regular old. Well, here's an idea. What if we go to these guys? That could be. I don't know. What do you guys think? Black or white? Let's see what black looks like. I don't like how it's disconnected. We'll stick with white for now. White is good. And it also connects up nicely with the window. So we got a nice sealed structure, which I am really, really digging. I'm excited that we're getting towards the final stage of completion, at least for the upper part of the base. I don't know if you saw the previous video, but from my Minecraft days, I definitely developed the habit of building underground. I'm a mole man, so to speak, but I like it. Yeah, I'm digging that. Kind of has a bit of a face thing going on, but yeah. So I'm gonna keep working here, sealing up this base. We'll finish up this last wall, and we will bring you back in a few. And we're back, guys. So, I'll give you a clear view. What do you guys think? I, for one, am rather pleased. I think that this is shaping up to be a nice base. Probably one of my better builds, honestly. And actually, it's all thanks to you guys. I wouldn't be tinkering so much with shapes, but you can see I added some lights here, and they're just starting to look pretty as the sun went down behind the mountains there a second ago. But we got a couple of interior lights going on, and I got this door open for no particular reason. But yeah, I'm really liking the way this is shaping up. Actually, let's get a screenshot. This would be a good screenshot for the video. Beautiful. Anyway, photography aside, the next thing that I'm thinking is, now that we've got the exterior of the base pretty well finished up, is we want to be setting up our hydrogen storage, because it is time to start collecting that hydrogen and stocking up so that we can get ready to go to space. But where to put the tanks? That's the tricky bit. So I have a couple of options. I could build them into the floor here, but that kind of boxes us in. So when we want to do future base expansions here, we don't want to be encapsulated with all these machines that we definitely have to move if we want to be expanding in X, Y, or Z direction. So I'm thinking not really in the floor, possibly under the ground. And it might even look good. Yeah, it might look good if we didn't have too much of a crazy, like, finished room. I like the idea of having some rooms be sort of semi-finished. So, let's see where that lines up. That's about 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks over from that edge. So, where's that going to put us? I just want to see how much space we're going to have available under the hill here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty close to on center with the peak of the hill. I think we'll have plenty of space if we go there. So let's do that. Yeah, I'm liking that idea. So, I don't know if we need to do that, actually. Let's leave that guy for now. And let's bust this guy out. So yeah. Digging away. This is actually one of my more enjoyed parts of the game. And that's mostly because... Are we going downhill too steeply? Yeah, we'll get a little bit of a downhill slope here. And do we have steel plates on us? If we have steel plates on us, perhaps we can... What is up? You don't want to rotate that way. Well, this is strange. Let's go to the big piece. Alright, it's being a little wonky. How about now? Can I do it now? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I like this. We'll get a little bit of a slope going down into our hydrogen storage room. And if we're building underground, we have all the space in the world to go. As far as we like. Certainly more space than we're going to need for the hydrogen. That's even going to be worth storing here. So, let's go number 8. Boom. And... it's going to bug me if it's not really full. But I like the idea of having like a naked stone cutaway and then you just walk down the ramp that's kind of added on there. Yeah, it's pretty good. So yeah, I'm going to keep going with this. We'll clear out some space and kind of get our little layout figured out here. I probably don't want to go much deeper than this, honestly. But, yeah, we'll dig out some space. We'll figure out what we need to do to run our conveyors back here so that we can generate our hydrogen, say, over here or wherever we end up doing it. Maybe we'll build an oxygen generator down in the room itself. But we'll see. We'll see. So, yeah, I'm going to get to work on this, guys, and I will bring you back in just a second. Alright, guys, we're back. As you can see here, I've got quite a bit of conveyor work going on. This is going underneath our hydrogen storage area. But this is one bank connected here, and the other bank, sorry for the very tight fit. So that's one bank back there, and then we've got the other bank up here, connected there. And this all goes back to connect with our main storage area. And simultaneously through the oxygen generator. But this is what we've got for the room. Dug it out quite a bit, as you can see. And we got a little bit close to the surface there, which made me a tad nervous, but we ended up needing the space, or rather, I was digging the hole out, and it's tricky. If you play this game, you understand. Like, when you're digging out a hole, it doesn't just take out, like, square blocks. Like, you can make a nice square room if you like. You can fill it in with your own steel blocks, but I really wanted to maintain this cavey feel, because it feels like it's just chipped out of the earth, which it is. But anywho, we've got this thing pretty much all set. I just wanted to bring you back for the most exciting part, that is to see this whole thing coming to life, and these tanks filling up with hydrogen, none of which are finished yet, so we'll just finish those together. And we need some large steel tubes, small steel tubes, computers, and construction components. So we'll grab those really quick, and we will bring them back. Alright, large steel tubes, small steel tubes, construction components, and computers. All right. Yeah, also we'll seal up this guy in a minute. But I just wanted to finish these guys up. Oh, and again, I love the animation for the construction of these with the internal tank and then the external structure as it all comes together. But yeah, let's just finish these guys up. Beautiful, beautiful. And we should, in theory, see them starting to fill. Any action? Action? No? Let's check over here. See if we can see anything useful here. Ooh, sounds like it's pumping. Let's go down here. And we're looking for large hydrogen tanks. Jeez, I really need to get those interior lights off of my menu. Hydrogen tank. And you can see it's filling 0.2547%. Do we have a light? We don't have a light yet. Let's fix that block real quick. And then we'll come back. I'm hoping to show you some of the lights actually turning on before we go, but that may not turn out to be the case. We shall see. All right, we're all sealed up. Come on, guys. Can you do it for me? Anybody? No? Oh well. So well, the reason I'm thinking that it's doing this right now is because we have 6 tanks and they're all filling simultaneously. So we've got 1 oxygen generator. It's pumping away, pumping its heart out right now. And then we've got these 6 tanks, all of which are filling at the same time. So it's going to take a while to get up to 25%, which they only have the 4 lights, so I'm assuming 25% is when the light comes on. But that being said, that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for coming by, for joining me on this mission. We've got hydrogen. We're ready to take on the next project. That is to say, we will have fuel to get into a ship. And I am super stoked. Anyway, thanks so much for coming by. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. And as always, this has been Ragnar. Thank you guys so much for watching.